Brian Orser is with us now. Brian, as you concluded that last night, what were your thoughts? Did you think you had it?
Yeah, actually, at that moment when I hit my last pose in the program, I felt that I did have the gold medal. And because I had skated relatively cleanly, and I felt really good about it. With considering all the pressure and the whole situation, I really felt good about it.
Yeah, when you came in earlier this evening, I said, what's tougher, facing the cameras and all the interviews today, or what you did last night?
I think it's the day after that's the hardest part, and reflecting back on the night before, and having very little sleep, and spending the whole day with media and press, and so that they can do their story properly, and also spend some time with some sponsors and people like that.
Brian, as you look back on last night's program, where do you think you could have improved? What could you have done better, or what would you have done differently as you look back on it?
Well, hindsight is 20/20.
Absolutely.
And there was one jump that I had a slip, and I stepped out of very quickly. And I think that's really what cost me the 1/10 of a mark that I was missing in the technical merit from one judge that cost me the gold medal. So it was very, very close, and that's what made it so hard afterwards, was that it was so close. It was just 0.1 from one judge.
You're the defending world champion. Next month, you head on to Budapest for the championships. You're going to change any of your strategy, any of your training?
No, actually, I've been training well, and I didn't do my absolute best here in Calgary, so there's still room for me to do my best, and we'll just carry on with our regular training, and I'm going to spend some time here in Calgary for the rest of the games, and I'll do some training while I'm here, and then back home and right back to it.
Brian, let me ask you, we had a fascinating shot just before you took the ice last night, and I heard you tell Jim McKay tonight that you really didn't know how Boitano did, but right here, outside of the arena, and you can see you're into what I think you call the visualization of what you're planning on what's coming up. Now, you have a sports psychologist, and maybe you can tell us what you were doing at that moment.
At that moment, that was when Brian Boitano was skating, actually.
Yes.
And it's usually 2 skaters before I skate. I will walk through my program, and I will visualize my program, and I'll visualize every step, and I'll feel it. And the one reason for that is just to kill time and to keep my mind occupied so that I'm not wandering and I'm not thinking of anything negative. And also just to get in touch with the program. And then when I finished doing my walkthrough, it was almost time for me to skate. And I didn't have to wait those the 10 minutes that seemed like 10 hours sometimes.
Sure. The waiting must be unbearable.
You're absolutely right.
Would you have preferred skating first last night?
Well, it's hard to say. I have skated well in every position, because that's one thing that Dr. Jensen and I have covered. We simulated competitions, and we've simulated skating in every position so that I'm ready and can deal with each position. Now, last year at the World Championships, when I won, I skated first, as Brian Boitano did here in Calgary. And I prefer to skate before my competitors. But, for instance, at Skate Canada in October, I beat Brian Boitano skating after him. So it's half a dozen and 1/6 of the other.
Brian, how tough will it be now waiting a full month until you have an opportunity? You're an athlete. You love to compete. How tough is it going to be now waiting this month before you have a chance at Boitano again?
It'll be okay. I've got some things to work on, and I'll need the time. I'll need the downtime before I go back up again, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure Brian Boitano's looking forward to it also, and I'm sure the press is looking forward to it. So I think it'll be a good time had by all in Budapest.
Brian, thank you for being with us. Again, congratulations on last night.
Thank you.
You have a lot of friends south of the border, and you made a lot more last night.
Sure did.
Thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much.
We'll be coming back to Calgary. You're going to meet Diana Golden.
ABC Sports and the Olympics.